Yo, ha ha. Bill never said.
What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Bill Nicholson coming back with another quick sneaker Jordan 5 stealth review. And quite frankly, it's good to be back because we had a nice little break, little vacation mini break. Got to spend time with the family, and I hope you guys also had time to spend with your family and have a good time during this Easter break. But I'm gonna explain why I have these shoes in the background. But we're gonna get straight into the whole Jordan 5 stealth release, because this, in my opinion, I think that this was gotta be the weirdest release in 2021 by far. This was a shoe that wasn't hyped up, people weren't talking about it, and I want to say within 5 minutes this shoe somehow sold out. Explain that to me. But anyway, size 13, you can see it right here. The tag right here. Make sure I put my tags on every single one of these reviews, along with the Nike box that you can see right here. Everything comes in a Nike box most of the time. But I want to kind of undo this shoe because I want to see the material. Okay. Again, this is one of those shoes where I think it's a nice shoe, but because it never had vibrant colors, I'll put that right here. Because it didn't have vibrant colors, the hype wasn't there, but it still sold out. So back in 2006, the Jordan Stealth came out, and it's only a couple color variations that changed in terms of the 2006 version versus the 2021 version. And I know one of them was the behind the tongue, where this is black, and you can see right there. This was blue in 2006, and of course on the shark teeth it was blue, whereas this is black. And there was I think there was a couple color differences on the outsole, but of course you got that herringbone traction at the bottom with the blue Jumpman logos. Of course you got the Jordan logo right there, and of course you got the air unit. Tinker Hatfield did have this. This is the third version, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, this is the third version that he had with the air bubbles, because he also did the whole Air Max design. Now, it's funny that this came out in 2006, because I think that from a marketing standpoint, Jordan brand basically went back in 2006 and said, you know what? The stealth really didn't do good to a certain point back then, because the hype wasn't there back then. So maybe in 2021, we just approached the sales for these in limited quantity. So I think that the type, if I'll put it this way, if the release in 2006 was hyped up and it sold out like hotcakes, they probably would have made more pairs. But because 2006 was like a dud for the Jordan Stealth 1.0, I think with a couple color changes in 2021, they just said, let's just do limited pairs. That kind of makes sense. Again, this still sold out. It's still sold out, but on the on feet, I'm going to show you guys the 3M technology that they put on the tongue. We've always seen it mostly on the Jordan 5 almost every single time, but the leather quality on here is A1. I mean, like A1. I've never seen a Jordan 5 with this type of material, at least from the time I've been doing it. I've seen suede, I've seen the nubuck, I've seen synthetic leather or hardened synthetic leather, but I've never seen it with tumble leather like that. And it actually looks really good, because this is one of those shoes that you can wear with almost anything. It's a generic shoe. You can't go wrong with it. Problem is, again, there's no vibrant colors on here that makes people want to go like, you know, what are those type of situation. It's not like a what are those, like this is crap. It's like, oh, what are those? I'm interested type of thing. That kind of makes sense. So now, to the shoes behind me. There's a reason why I have these shoes up, because this is a great video for me to actually point this out. I know about the whole tax thing going on next year, $20,000 threshold, 200 transaction goes down to unlimited transactions to 600 in terms of the threshold, the amount of profit that you're able to make on select online, I'm gonna say select online resale markets. But here's the thing. Does that, and comment below, let me know what you think about this. Does that law, or will that law, affect how people approach shoes like these, right? Because when it came to shoes like J Balvin, Jordan 11 Adapt, which was kind of limited, but it was kind of expensive. Even the Off-Whites, Jordan 5 Off-Whites. Will that kind of increase our chances for people that actually do wear our shoes? Will that increase our chances of getting shoes like these? I'm going to say, in terms of shoes like these, no. I'm going to tell you right now. I know it sounds hopeful, but even with the tax laws in place, I know, and hopefully this is where fiscal responsibility comes into play, but I know that people that actually wear the shoe, that want the shoe, these type of shoes, it's going to be overwhelming. So it's always going to sell out regardless. Most people, actually, I'll put it this way. There's going to be more people that are going to be willing to buy a shoe like that and wear it versus people that just want to buy it in bulk and resell it. So for a shoe like this, I'm going to say probably not. For a shoe like this, I think it actually will affect next year when that whole tax bracket comes in. And then, shoes like these, I think we're going to start to sit. I could be wrong, but that's just my opinion. And I know there's different avenues of people reselling everything and don't think that reselling this whole tax thing has just everything to do with shoes. That's just one part of it. You got shoes, you got clothes, you got cars, like, collectible cars. All that stuff, no matter what you resell, think of a PlayStation 5. And I'm saying that because a lot of people reselling PlayStation 5s. You could sell one or maybe even two PlayStation 5s and hit your threshold next year's taxes, which will require certain online resale companies to submit a 1099 to you guys. So, and you really can't necessarily do that as a company unless you're asking people for their social security number. You need hard proof that, hey, I gave money to you. So how do we track that? So that's, I know about it. Will that affect me in acquiring shoes? Absolutely not. Because you can see I wear my shoes. So that's not gonna stop me. I'm not a reseller. I think some people may think that, because I like shoes that maybe I resell, so I know everything that there is on the market, but not really. All I'm saying is, look, next year, if you're a reseller, just make sure that you have some type of fiscal responsibility in terms of keeping track of everything you're doing, all your buys, all your sells, and it's the difference between your buy and the difference between your sell. Now, the funny thing about this tax thing that comes in the next year is, picture you buying a shoe or anything and paying taxes on that item. But then you turn around and you're selling that same item and you're getting taxed again. What? It's the government, man. They got to get their money back. Look, all those stimmy checks that's been going out, all the rent-free living that's been going on, something had to give. You knew that wasn't going to last forever. I knew the whole resale market of the sneaker industry wasn't going to last forever, at least for those that are actually not. I'm talking about just the ones that are not tracking their expenses. So just be on the lookout that for next year. But your boy Magnificent, Jordan 5 Stealth, I want to do this on feet because I think that this shoe is going to be popping. It's just a shame that it remains to be seen, I should say, going into next year to see what type of effect this is going to have. Not just on the shoes, but just people's mentality on selling in general. Will people even use an eBay anymore? I don't know. Will StockX be next? Will GOAT be next? There's a whole plethora of programs and online situations or stores or avenues you can take in order to resell a shoe or resell an item. But 2022 comes in, all I have to say is keep track of everything. Fiscal responsibility is everything. Trust on that. But your boy Bill said, I am out. Jordan 5 Stealth. Let's do that on feet and go from there.